Trump has said repeatedly that he's going to send the National Guard into Chicago. I think we should probably expect to see attempts to do that sometime around 10:30 a.m. today, maybe when the Epstein victims are having their press conference. Of course, since a federal judge just ruled that Trump's use of the military in California violated Posse Comitatus, Trump is not going to try to federalize the Illinois National Guard. Pritzker has said that the rumor is actually that Texas is going to send its National Guard to Illinois. This is Steve Vladek's newsletter. He is a Georgetown law professor, and this is the statute under which Trump could possibly do that. Although it's not actually Trump, it's Abbott. He does it by not actually federalizing the Texas National Guard and leaving it under the control of the governor, Greg Abbott. Under Title 32, unfederalized National Guard troops that are supporting some sort of federal mission stay under the control of the governor of their state and go off and do whatever. It's how Trump got red state National Guard units to come to D.C. in 2020 during the George Floyd protests and right now. The important distinction there, of course, is that there is no governor of D.C. It's not a state, so there is no one to object to it. Pritzker in Illinois objects. So if this happens, Pritzker is certainly going to sue. He could potentially seek relief under Article 4 of the Constitution, which says that the federal government will protect each state against invasion. He could also seek relief under the Emergency Management Assistance Compact, which Texas and Illinois both signed in 1996. The EMAC allows states to send in their National Guards past each other's borders if there is mutual agreement. There's no mutual agreement here. Pritzker could take this to federal court in Illinois. He could also maybe directly appeal to the Supreme Court. The original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court at the founding of the country was to mediate interstate disputes. Now, there's no telling how the Supreme Court would rule in a case like this. They tend to give Donald Trump whatever he wants when it comes to the unitary executive theory, or the idea that the executive can run the executive branch however he sees fit, fire whoever, cancel whatever funding, and all of that. But they have ruled against him in other cases where he is trying to expand the executive's reach into other branches. And fundamentally, this wouldn't be a question about executive overreach anyway. This would be a question about states' interactions with each other. Because, of course, the precedent being set here is that if Texas moves forward with this and the Supreme Court rules that they are allowed to do it, then in the future, something like California could send their National Guard somewhere like Alabama, which actually has the highest murder rate in the country. Or perhaps more potently, we would see something like New York sending its National Guard down to Louisiana for violating the Voting Rights Act. Because, of course, federal troops have spent a lot of time in the South dealing with their, defiance of federal law.